Okay, this is the first tutorial video for the mech447 Python package. And this package was developed during the January 2025 offering of mech447/542 as taught by Dr. Andrew Rowe in mechanical engineering. So this is a Python package that provides a bunch of utility classes that you can use to solve the kinds of problems that are covered in this course. And hopefully it finds future use as a teaching tool for this particular course. The first thing I want to go over is how to actually install and use Python on a Windows system. So, for example, we go to python.org because, of course, to use Python, we need to have it installed. And then if we go to downloads, Python 3.13.2 in this case is the current latest version that's available. Go to your downloads folder, and then we should be able to just install it. So we'll walk through the installation process, I should say. All right, we're going to want to install Python, but we need to use admin privileges, and we need to add it to the path. It's important to add Python to the path, otherwise you're not going to be able to execute it from a command prompt, which is the way we're going to be using it. So once you've selected these two boxes, we're going to hit install now. You should see a user account control window pop up. Just hit yes. All right, now it's installing Python. All right, and that should be it. Setup is successful. To test that Python's actually been installed, we should be able to just open a command prompt from anywhere because we added Python to our path. So in your file explorer here, if you just click in the address bar, it behaves very much like a web browser. We're just going to type cmd, right? That's for command prompt. Hit enter, and it'll bring up a command prompt. Right now, the command prompt is running in the downloads folder. All right, and if I want to test that Python's been installed, I should be able to just say Python version. Oops, Python 2 version. There we go. All right, cool. So Python, 2 hyphens, and then version. It shows that we've got Python 3.13.2 installed in our system. And then we're going to want to update pip. I'm trying to remember how to do that. If I just try installing a Python package, I should be able to see how to upgrade pip. So pip is the Python package installer. That's what allows us to fetch other Python packages that we'll need, which we'll need to do for mech447 package to work. So I need to show you that. So if we try installing, let's say NumPy, that's a pretty popular one. This will go and fetch the NumPy package and install it on your system. It says requirements already satisfied, so that's fine. There is a way to upgrade pip. I'm trying to remember how to do it. Pip. Windows update pip from command line. What's the command we're looking for? Actually, it was back here. Yeah, there it is. That's what we want. So to update your version of pip, you're going to want to run this command in your command prompt. So just right click will automatically paste it. And if I run that, it'll upgrade pip to the latest version, which it already is. So that's good. So now Python has been installed in our system. So again, once it's installed, so the CLS just clears the screen. Once it's installed, you can test that it's there by doing Python tac version, and it should print out the version of Python that you have installed. So that's it. That's getting Python installed in your system. The only other piece we need is a text editor. We want a text editor that's suitable for programming. And on Windows, the one that I like to use is Notepad++. So Notepad++. We're going to look for that. This is a great tool. So we're going to download version 8.7.9 for this one. We'll just download. Okay, there's the installer. So go to our downloads, and we'll just install it. Just double click, user account control again, hit yes. We're going to work in English today, and then we'll just click through. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that we need to change here. Just the default settings are fine. I don't like shortcuts on my desktop, so I won't do that. Awesome, there we go. So now we're just going to run it. Finish and run it. Now, one thing that I do like to do is change the color scheme because the default color scheme is awful. So if we go to settings, I think it's settings preferences, We're going to look at dark mode. We're going to turn it on to dark mode. And then there's another setting around somewhere. Settings, plugins. Where is it? Edit. Is it here? I'm trying to remember where it is. Settings. Style configurator. There it is. Style configurator. So it's under settings and style configurator. We want to go to select theme. I like to use Twilight because I think it's easier on the eyes. Save and close. And now this is what it looks like. And for example, if we open up some Python code, where is it? Courses, there we go, project. For example, if we open up some Python code, you see the context coloring, so you can tell things apart, right? Like that's a doc string, that's a keyword, that's just a variable. So this is a good text editor. I like to use it with a lot of programming. So now we've got all that set up. So let's do like the classic hello world. So we'll show how to do some Python from scratch. So I'm just going to work from the desktop here to make things relatively easy. So we're going to want the command prompt running from the desktop. So in the file explorer again, if I click on the address bar, just replace it with CMD and press enter. Now I've got a command prompt that's pointed at the desktop. So the working directory for this command prompt instance is the desktop. Put it here, okay. And now I'm just going to, in my file explorer, just right click. I'm going to create a new test document, or text document, I should say. And I'm just going to change this to hello world and then .py. So py is the Python file extension. So I'm going to change it to that. Yes, yes, please, yes. Okay. Now, if we right click on that file and we click on edit with Notepad++, that'll bring up Notepad++. All right, so now we can try some stuff. So let's just print hello world. It's kind of the classic starting point. And then don't forget to save. The little pencil here means you haven't saved yet. So just Control S if I save, pencil's gone. Now it's been saved. So over here in my command prompt, I'm going to invoke the Python interpreter. So just Python. And then I'm going to start typing hello world. And then if I press tab, it should auto-complete. So Python hello world, and if I run that, it just prints hello world. And if I want to make a change, just make a change here. Like that, for example, and then we save. Go back over to our command prompt. If I just press the up arrow on the keyboard, it'll page back through the command history. So I can just press up arrow and enter, and it runs, and the changes have been reflected. So that's a very quick and very basic how-to on getting set up and running with Python in Windows.